Hey YouTube. Okay, finally back, and now I'm going to finally create my first official blog on my Dive Watch channel, where I have very I've got a very in-depth knowledge or understanding of what high-end dive watch is, and it could be a number of things. It can be from micro brands to and for me personally, my cutoff line was $10,000. I've never spent any more than $10,000 on a watch in all my 18 years. I think the highest I spent was like 9,700, and that was on an Anonimo Professionale Chrono on its rare bracelet, and I just had to have it, and that therein lies the issue. Is if I saw it and liked it, I didn't think about it. I just bought it. So these days, I've kind of geared myself towards the micro brands. Um, I'm curious though, as the channel grows, I want to know what kind of watches you like best. Like, are you a dive watch fan? Do you like classical watches? See, I only will wear a dive watch. I won't wear any watch without a bezel. Used to, I only wear chrono divers. That was all I would wear. Used to, I would not wear any diver that had a colored bezel. And I'm sorry for dipping, but I'm from the South, and I almost went pro in baseball, and I just never stopped dipping. But anyway, so I'm curious what you like. I personally am partial to German-made watches. I like the German Fricker style case, and I'll show you what I'm about to review has to do with this watch or the case design, and you can see what it looks like. It looks like the old Armada A5, which is not. This is not the Armada A5. This is the WCT, which I'm going to have the hands redone and put a different second hand on it. Is you can't even see it, like it's on top of the other, but I'm gonna have a red second hand put on it in different hands. But this looks like the old A5. Steinhardt, I've always liked their watches. Like I said, I've scaled back. I used to buy my choice watch was Breitling, and I would venture to say I bought over 45 Breitlings for my AD when I was younger, a little younger. I'm 43 now. From the time I was 32, 33 to 37, I probably bought at least 40, 50 watches, brand new. I never bought used. But here's the Steinhardt Triton ATM, 30 ATM. It's got a Fricker style case. It's a German made watch through and through, and it's got 28-24 movement, just like that one does. And it's one of the best bangs for the buck you can get, and they don't make it anymore, unfortunately. This is my favorite Steinhardt watch ever. So this is the third time for me on this watch. I do that. I used to do a lot. I sell a watch, miss it, go buy it again, and just lose all kinds of money. So try to keep this short because my vlogs can get very long. Because for some reason I'm never lost for words. So I am fixing to unbox and kind of show you what I got, what I thought to be was not gonna ever happen again. Like, if you're familiar with Armada, I think they make a good product. Sure, they're not Swiss watches, but if they use a Swiss movement, then that increases their value. And so the Armada A5, A1 is one that I never did buy. Wasn't a fan of it way back when, but it had grown on me over the years. And I will say this: the bracelet on it is my all-time favorite bracelet I've ever seen in my life in all my 18 years. Their bracelet for the A1, which I have it in the I don't. It'd be hard for me to get. I've gotten the 22. I've got 2 to 22 millimeters and like it, and I've got it of course on two of my A1s I've got, and then I bought one more just to put up because anytime I get a watch that has a straight in lug, I'm going to use that bracelet. That is the finest bracelet made that I've ever seen. Right now, I'm trying out. I picked. Okay, what happened was I jumped on Armada site just to look, just out of curiosity, and all of a sudden I saw A1s with they had 2824 ETA 2824 movements. I'm thinking I didn't think that was going to happen again. One, I thought maybe I read that Watch Group released the movements back to the industry, the watch industry again, but I don't know if that means that Armada's going to start producing A1s again with the 2824 or his watches with 2824s, but they may not. But just in case, I thought to myself that this was it because I think he's sold out now. You can check, you can double check me and go look at his site. But I got mine, both of mine, for well under $600 a piece, and I got a black and a blue one. My best friend got the blue one, and I got the black one. He never opened his up. We ended up trading. I traded him a watch I just bought, and even trade. So I have a brand new blue one here that I might sell. So if anyone's interested, contact me. You know, message me. I'll give you an email. We'll talk, see what we got. But I kind of was thinking about just sitting on it and seeing what happens, because if Chris at Armada never produces another A1 with a 2824, I had started to see where the original 2824 Armadas had gotten up around $1,000, even without a bracelet. And I'm sorry guys, I'm not gonna dip on camera anymore. It's probably annoying, but so I was like, okay, if I'm gonna buy an Armada, if I'm gonna get the A1, because I was just waiting for it to, I mean, he was just out of stock, period. I just wanted to get one and try it because I've never had one, but it is a hell of a watch and a tank. It's 45 millimeters. My sweet spot's 45. I won't wear anything below 43, 44. Nothing above 47, and 45 is a sweet spot. So the only thing I would change about this watch is I don't like how the double dome crystal is too hot to me. A single dome crystal would have looked better. Just doesn't look bad, but it's just my preference. I've actually had something like, I'm thinking about taking this watch right here, my Steinhardt Triton, and I'll show you. See how flat the crystal is? I kept thinking about having my watchmaker put a single dome sapphire crystal in it, and it would just give it more depth, and it just gives it such a better look. Like a domed crystal is so fine. So that's a possibility. I don't know if I want to alter the original state of it, but so here we go. Let's unbox it. Here's the box. You know how Armada sends you these little, I guess, dive-looking things here. So it comes with the gasket, the warranty card, and all. And let me see which model this is, because I'm going to show you the black one first. Let me see what I've got here. Yeah, we're right. Okay. So it comes in this. You get the warranty card, stamped, dated. This has a Swiss ETA 2824 24 movement in it, and it's the Armada A1, and it's the black dial. So here we go. What I did is I have always been a fan of, I only wear my watches on bracelets. Although I have some custom dive straps that actually I might be doing some giveaways once my channel grows. If this channel takes off, I've got some really fine handmade straps that I've never worn. Either I'll sell them or I'll give them away, but I wear bracelets. 99.999999999% of the time. But this is the bracelet to me that is the bracelet of all bracelets. That is the best looking bracelet. I just wish that I could take it and make curved ends on it and put it on any watch I wanted. But it just look how beefy it is, how thick it is. So the only reason why it's off now, and this, okay, so the kit comes with a strap, which I'll never wear, and it comes with a watch chain, with a little tool that you can take. It's got the holes in the lugs of the A1, and you can change the bracelet out. So Malott or strap code, whatever you call it, they make the Super Engineer 2, all those bracelets. Well, they make a bracelet called the bandolier, I believe is what it's called, and I've always looked at it from a bit far. It's really expensive. It was like, when I saw it on Amazon, it was $174.99. It's like, I'm just not paying that. I'm not going to do it. And so I got on eBay just to see if there's one on there, and lo and behold, there was a brand new one. Some individual had like 100% feedback. Still had the rubber the tips on the end of it that hold the pin bars in, spring bars in, and still in the package. And he was asking $95 or best offer, $175 bracelet. So I offered him $75, and he said came back at $85. I said sure. So I got it. And what I did when I got it, because I've always wanted to see what it was like in real person, because I always thought it looked kind of cool and different, I thought I would put it on my A1, and that's what I did. So, and this is what it looks like. This is the bandolier, and you can see it's got the kind of this here. It's got the clasp, and then I mean you can see this. You can tell like I haven't taken a sticker off the back of it yet, but what time is it right now, guys? So this is still going here, actually. That's good. Let me see something. Hang on, give me 1 second. I need to check something out here. No, okay, it's wrong. I need to rewind it. So anyway, so I took the Armada bracelet off just temporarily because this is my favorite bracelet, but I wanted to give this a shot. I've been taking pictures of it, posting it. You know, it looks good. It feels good. Is it worth $175? I don't know. It's very well made. It's very different looking than your average bracelet. I mean, you can tell. I mean, it looks good on this watch. But here's the double dome crystal. You see how thick it is? That's just very, very high. I think a single dome would have been just fine. But of course, this is a very distinct watch, so I can understand what he was going, what look he was going after. It's pretty heavy. It's thick, but still very wearable. The lugs are fairly flat, so it doesn't, you know, I mean, they're not very long, so it doesn't wear doesn't wear like a 47 millimeter would or anything. I mean, it wears like a true 45 would wear. It doesn't get on your nerves. It's comfortable. This bracelet's very comfortable, but I still like the A1 bracelet better, which I'll probably change out tonight if I feel like it, depending on how tired I am. But I think I saw it was 10:40, so lots of times I'll stay up late because I'm not working right now. Sadly, my mother passed away with cancer a few months ago, and I had to shut my 18-year business down to come back here to take care of her. So here it is. This is the A1. I'm sure you're familiar with it. If you know Armada, you know the A1 is probably their signature brand, their signature watch. I always had liked their A5, which I've got the WCT West Coast Times piece that looks just like it. It's got the 4 o'clock crown. On the back, it's really not much to the back. If you can see the inscribed there, and then you've got, if you can look real close, you have the lug holes to get the bracelet off. Makes it a lot easier. I love that about that. And got the black. I think this is a ceramic bezel. I know it has lume, and it's just a good looking watch. So let me put it on and I'll show it to you. Um, this is with the bandolier bracelet. Let me, let me see. This is with the bandolier bracelet. So that's what it looks like. Don't look too big. It looks really good. I mean, it's just a good looking bracelet. And I will say, if you like this bandolier, just look, go on eBay and look and see. I don't know. I didn't check strap code. I don't know what they call it. They call themselves Malot or strap code, but I know Amazon is pretty much in line with strap code, so it said $174.99. But if you like this bracelet, um, it's definitely worth getting if you can get it at the right price. It looks good. I may change it out tonight, but it does go well with it. I photographed it and pictured it, and but I mean, just from afar, you can see. I mean, it's just a good looking watch. I mean, it's very noticeable. It's got a lot of wrist presence, and then again, too, it's gonna retain its value because of the Swiss movement, the Swiss ETA. So so that's it. Yep, that's the Armada. It's got a 4 o'clock position on the date, which I will not wear a watch without a date function. I've tried it one time and I kept it a week and got rid of it. I rely heavily on my date function. I'm so used to wearing a watch, I just used to look at my watch real fast, see the date, and move along. So I would say, and also I have the Turby Lawless that I'll be doing a review on, which, like I said, I scaled back a lot because I'm not working, and because I had already scaled back before I stopped working anyway, because I had let it get out of control. At one time, I had $100,000 worth of watches, and I liquidated, and I walked away. I had to stop the madness. So I suggest that if you're a novice, just go into it with a very methodical approach. Think it through. Don't react by impulse just because you like it and see it and want it. Buy it. Think about it for a few days and then go back to it. But so that's the Turby Loss would be considered more my centerpiece watch now because I've scaled back that one. But I did buy the entire kit. I went all out. I bought the German bracelet. I bought the wooden box, everything. So it cost me close to $2,000. And it's a beautiful watch. It's a Frigger case, you know. It's a Frigger design case. So it's and I'll do a review on it. But this is a good watch. I recommend it highly. If they still have it, you might want to check out Armada's site. The last time I talked to Chris, he said he was sold out or had 1 or 2 left or something. So I don't know if this is the last run that he'll ever make of the 2824s. So if you can get your hands on one, it would be very wise because you easily could double your money on it. Well, let's say easily. You could almost double your money on it, you know, in a matter of 3 or 4 months because there's so very few out there. And quite honestly, if I would have bet both these watches that we would have never seen another Armada A1 with a 2824 movement in it. Just flat out none. Never thought we'd come back. So I kind of hope that he does that with the A5. If he brings the A5 back out, I'm definitely getting one of those. But so I'm gonna take this off, and but like I said, the bandolier is different. It's just different. You can see the individual links, and it's a thick bracelet. And I'll compare it to this bracelet. Oh, whoops! And you can tell me which one you like better. I like the Armada. It's just something about this bracelet that attracts me that I just absolutely love. So now if you count both Armadas, I got these two here, and I have an extra one my best friend bought me, ordered it for me, and then he also ordered me a 22 millimeters, so I got two 22 millimeters. So I have a Zelos coming also, and I also have a Kalmar limited edition chrono when the US version was out. The difference between the US version and the JDM version is that the JDM version's bezel has a coating of black coating on it, and it's much more durable and it's darker than the U.S. version, which is almost, you can almost see through the bezel, and it's very, you can see the steel through it. So that's the biggest single difference between the U.S. version and the JDM version. The last one I had was a JDM I got for $900, and I let my buddy talk me into trading or selling it to him. But he's a good friend of mine. He's one of those rare, loyal guys, friends that, he's one that you're lucky, if at all, one in a lifetime type people. So I'd do anything in the world for him. And so I had the spring drive 600M, and he wanted it real bad, so I sold it to him for a really good price. It's just, watches don't mean as much to me as they used to. I'm not as used to when I would order a watch. I couldn't sleep the night before. I'd be so excited. But now I'm kind of chill about it, and I still like to keep my collection. At least 5, 6, 7 watches, and that's about it. But what I'll do real fast before I end this is show you the blue. I'll unwrap. I left it wrapped up purposely because I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to wear it or if I'm going to sit on it or if I'm going to sell it. I don't know. Comment below. Give me your thoughts and suggestions. Love to hear what you have to say, but same thing, stamped. And this is just the same watch, except it's the blue version. And it's still wrapped in plastic. It's never been worn, never been sized. It's brand new, like it came from Armada. And here it is. I like the black better, but I will take this. Well, I'm not going to take it back, but you can see it. There's the blue, and still wrapped in plastic. You can see that bracelet's fine. But so yeah, I've got 2 A1s now, like I need 2 A1s, but I did it for the investment. I know that there's no chance I'm going to lose money on it at 28, 24 with the bracelet, especially if they start overproducing them, supply and demand always kills everything. Then I'm screwed. But I did it, took a chance, because I thought maybe this is it. They won't make it anymore in the 28, 24. And if I'm right, which I was wrong this time around, because I really thought it was the end, because heck, we stopped seeing them being made with the 9015, where they were made like that for a while. And then all his bronze, which I've never worn a bronze watch in my life. It's got to be a stainless steel for me. It just seemed like then it went, seemed like a lot of guys from what I see out there like a smaller watch than 44 millimeter, like 42 is what they like. So that 42 millimeter size A1 became very popular, and I didn't want it because it was too small for me. I'm not wearing a 42 millimeter watch, and 44 is the lowest I'll go. And then when I saw these, I was like, I called Walter, my buddy, and said, "Man, this is like this has not been made in 5, 6, 7 years. I think we should probably pick one of these up." So he liked the blue. He picked the blue, and I ended up getting it from him. So anyway, comment below. Tell me which bracelet you like better. Should I change it out, or should I leave the bandolier on it, or should I put the Armada bracelet back on it? And give me your comments, and let me know what you think. And then also, if you will, tell me who you are. I mean, I know I only have 3 subscribers right now, but I hope it grows. But I want to get to know you. I like to interact. I like to talk watches. I've got, especially if you're just getting into it, I have a lot to offer to you, advice, because I've made a lot of mistakes, and I would be a lot richer today if I wouldn't have. But tell me what you have, what you like best, what kind of watches you have. I'm always curious. I mean, and we could trade emails, trade pictures. I mean, I'm always eager to see different watches, what people wear, what they like, what they're attracted to and stuff. I mean, everybody has their own taste, but for me, it's big dive watches that have good wrist presence, and this is one of them. And I think I'm gonna get it wound up and put the Armada bracelet back on it, put it back on the wrist tonight, and roll with it. And it's got great lume. So if they still have some available, he's still. What's the date today? Hang on a second. Let me see. What is the date? Okay. I think his sale runs to the 31st. So jump on his site and see if he has any more A1s left. If he does, pick one up, because it's like you get 15 or 20% extra off, so it puts it under $600. And there's, just like the Zelos I got, it's got a Solida SW200 Swiss movement, which is basically the same thing as the 2824. The pre-launch price was $499, 44 millimeters, 16.5 millimeters thick. So it's going to be a hell of a watch. And at $499 with that type of movement, I can't lose. And by the end of his production line with Zelos, that watch that I just picked up and ordered should probably, if I know him well enough, like I think I do, because if I could show you right now, you'd see what an authorized dealer from Zelos would get. That's how close I was to him at one time. He sent me what only authorized dealers get that sell his watches. I've got the whole kit that I set all my watches on. It's an official authorized dealer set up for Zelos. But I've owned a couple of Hammerheads, which is a beautiful watch. But I just think he made a poor decision on what movement he put in that watch. NH35, Japanese movement's not a terrible movement, but the last one I had, which I just had, I bought the titanium one off eBay because they were sold out. I wanted that watch, and I almost got scammed. Since I write professionally, I had to write a professional letter to make it sound like I was an attorney, and I scared the hell out of this guy. And after talking regular talk with him, saying that he was saying that he got delivered. And he said may have gotten delivered to a neighbor, and they were right then. This guy is about to try to scam me. So sure enough, he was trying to scam me, and so I got it escalated to eBay, let eBay know, and made sure I was going to get my refund back. And then I wrote him an attorney-style letter. And I'm not lying to you. I sent it. About 25 seconds later, my phone dinged and said, "You've been refunded $650." After he refused to give me a refund. So it's amazing what it can do what words can do when they're used in the right format and said with education. Knowledge is power. Education is power. So it also enables you to buy expensive watches. So I don't know. I might break down and buy one nice piece and invest. I doubt it, because I've been there, done that. I did it for so long. I'm like, I don't see there being that much difference between this watch and a Breitling watch now. To me, that's just me. There is, though, a difference, but there's really not. I mean, it's all stainless steel. It's Swiss movement. I mean, it's just wasn't made in Switzerland. And I don't give a shit. I mean, Switzerland's great. Yes, they are the best. That's where everything's originated from. But just because it says it's Swiss made doesn't mean it's not. That doesn't mean it's the best. It's just made in Switzerland. It has certain standards that they have to go by, but these watches are I mean, there's no quality control problems with this watch. So I'll digress, and I'll be back, and I'll have a next review. hopefully I'll be reviewing. I want to try to review the Turby, let you guys see it. I actually discovered a bracelet that I can't disclose that fits the Turby Lawless 45 like it was made for it. And I was in shock when I discovered it. I had been searching for a month because I like bracelets. And I wanted that watch because I love the Turby Lawless, and I wanted the bracelet for it so bad. But it's got curved lug, and so there was like it was impossible for me to find a bracelet. And lo and behold, I owned the bracelet that ended up fitting it. Sitting there, I saw it, said, "Let's try it. Why not? What the hell?" I was in shock. It fitted like a glove. It fits it like it fits the watch it's supposed to go on, and it's a German-made bracelet also. So I'll explain. I may disclose, but then if I do, anybody who gets a Turby is going to look like me. So, and I like to be different. So I don't know. I'll think about it. But it's cool looking on there. It looks good. The Turby looks good with the bracelet that fits it like it was made for it. I mean, I'm talking when I say fits like it's made for it. There's no gaps. I mean, it seriously. There's a connection there because it's German. So that tells me that Turby is not totally 100% designed from scratch. It's a catalog case, was what they call it, meaning that it's been picked out of a catalog. Turby may have tweaked it or something, but the only thing different with Turbys is their lugs are longer and it wears bigger because of their longer lugs and they don't curve. But let me just stop there because I'm going to give it away. So you guys jump on Armada's site, see if you can find this. Look for this bandolier. If you like the bandolier, try to find you one on eBay or something. I got this for $85. Definitely worth $85. Definitely not worth $175 unless you just love it. I would pay $175 for this though, because this bracelet is you can get now. Chris will sell you one of these for about $100, and they're definitely worth it. This is a fine bracelet. It's all the how it's. I mean, look at the shape, how thick it is. This is definitely going back on my A1 after I get off here. But I used to time all my watches by time.gov. I don't do that anymore. I'm not into making sure they keep perfect time. I don't like a watch that keeps slow. I like it. I'd rather it keep fast. Go, be a few seconds fast a day instead of slow. But now I've gotten to where I just set it and go. And then, every so often I'll just, if it's not right on time, I'll reset it, and it's no big deal. So I don't even own the watch winder anymore. I gave that to Walter, my best friend, because of just because of just the loyalty that he's shown me, and I just think I'm an extremely loyal person, like to a fault. Like I would take a bullet for someone I care for and not think twice. I'm not afraid to die whatsoever. Ever saving someone. I help people all the time, so that's another reason why I created this channel, because I hope that I can help people who are getting into the watch this addiction. It's a really bad addiction. It's an expensive hobby. It can cost you a lot of money, and it can get out of control, and it did with me. And I hope that I can maybe help guide someone to let them know, say, hey, stay in moderation, stay in control. Don't let your wants and your desires outweigh your logic. And so I just hope that I'm able to help, and at the same time we get to discuss what we love and our passion is watches. So hopefully I'll come back to you next with either the Turby, maybe I'm thinking though it's probably gonna be the WCT with the Fricker. It looks just like the Cobalt Seal, which I was in the process of buying, and before I paid, I was getting the bracelet is $1,500, and I was going to break down and get it because I liked the Fricker case that much. But at the last second, I noticed the damn cold ball seal does not have a date function. I said, I'm sorry. I'm not going to buy it now. I mean, I will not wear a watch with a date function. That should be customary. It's a timepiece. First of all, foremost, a watch is made to tell time. So automatically time and date relate. So it should be customary that every watch should have that function. And I guess maybe some guys just like the clean look of no date on the dial, but a date window doesn't bother me whatsoever. I've got to have the date, or I will not buy it because I really wanted that Cobalt. It's because I wanted the original. I wanted the company that actually created the design of the Fricker case style. I didn't want one that was pre-designed from another company that's really not German, but at the same time, I still love the watch because it's the exact same. I mean, it's got a 28-24 movement in it. It's the same exact case, identical case. So I'll probably review that watch next, but it will change. I'll have different hands put in it, different second hand, and quite honestly, I may actually change the dial out. It just depends on what my watchmaker says and what he recommends. I tinker with all my own watches, but I don't tinker with any of the movement. Good to talk to you guys. I hope to get more subscribers. Please share my channel. Please subscribe if you're new. I'll have more watches to review. Like I said, go to Armada's site. He's got that sale going on. You can grab this watch for under $600. It's got a 28-24 movement in it, and it is a very good looking watch. I love it, and I've got both the blue and the black. Contact me if you're interested in the blue. I'd consider selling it. Depends. I'm not sure, but message me. Let's talk about it. But leave me your comments. Tell me what kind of collection you have, what you like, what you wear. I'm just curious. I'm curious what you like. Heck, maybe we could even do some trades sometimes. So you never know what could come up with things. Just interact with me. Let's get to know each other, and maybe we'll do some deals sometime. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog and the kind of the walkthrough review. And if you have any questions, or if I can ever help you, if you need advice on a watch that you're buying or a price that you're paying for a watch, things of that nature, I don't even have to research it. I know it already. So I just contact me, and I'm happy to help. More than happy to help. It makes me happy to help you. So if you need me, let me know. And I hope you guys have a happy new year. See you soon, and peace.